Welcome back to my Unreal Engine 5 Tetris-Like tutorial using C++. Alright, so let me think about what I want to do next here. So we had the movement coded in last time. I think I want to continue on with that area. So let's look at rotation and dropping. Yeah, I think that's a good place to go from here. All right, so I'm going to need a couple of different booleans here. So bool, what did I call them in the other thing? B is dropping equals false, and then we'll just create another one. B is finished dropping. I think that can stay instantiated to false as well. All right, and then we're gonna want a protected function, and it's going to be probably we'll do drop, and is finished dropping. All right. Did name the other one the same, right? B is finished dropping. I'm comparing in to my code off screen. I figure it's less confusing to see me switch between the two different code bases. But yeah, all right. So let's create these. Got drop is finished dropping. All right, now for drop. Let me grab this. Okay, so we want to clear all the timers for this object, the Tetramino itself. That's because if it's like moving, or you're in that like quarter of a second or something where it hasn't moved yet, but it's going to, I don't want you to take your finger off the button expecting it to drop and then it'll like move one more time to the right. So that's why I'm clearing the timers for this object. All right, and then at this point, this is slightly redundant, but I still wanted to check if the move Z timer is not active. It should not be after we clear them all. Then I want to set the Z timer. It would be on this world object. So that's not the one. F timer handle. Then we're passing in the world object. Oh, it's the user class. And then this is the actual function being called. The time between dropping moves that we already created back here. Time between dropping moves, it just moves twice as fast as the normal movement. And then this true is I want it to repeat. So it's going to go over and over again until it hits something and then finishes dropping. So for is finished dropping, let me go back over here and grab that. Is finished dropping. Oh, that's something I set up on is colliding. I'm assuming is finished dropping is just a getter function. Well, I'll check real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I remember now. Okay, so I deleted that function out. The way I had it set up is in protected. I also had an is dropping and is finished dropping function, and that just returns B is dropping and then B is finished dropping. And then over here in is colliding, that is where I'm checking if it's dropping. Then we want to clear all the objects for this. Add on screen. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. B is dropping is false, is finished dropping is true, and then we return true. All right, so that's for colliding. All right, and then B is dropping. Where am I setting that? It's almost easier to just develop as I go. I like end up confusing myself. All right, so I had that is handled in the drop function itself. I instance that yet. Drop. All right, I did. Okay, so I might be forgetting something. So let's go build this and test it out. Come on. And I'll be right back. Okay, it built, so we are safe. The next thing we needed to do is come over here and look at, where is it? Set move timers ending. Come on. Okay, I already have this in here. So now Tetramino in play has the drop function. Tetramino in play. So we'll leave off the active slice because we're not doing that quite yet. This. All right, drop. And then somewhere I also call the drop finished. Check where that is. Okay, so it looks like it's time to get back into the status picker. So I needed to declare that over here. I believe I just called it status picker. Actually, let me copy it from over the old code base. Make sure everything's the same. Yeah. All right, now create definition. And over here, let's grab the statuses that we need. So if the Tetramino is in play and the Tetramino in play is finished dropping, and return board status equals this anymore. And then in tick, you can just call board status equals, where's tick? Where's tick? Oh, it's all the way up here. Board status equals status picker. All right, fantastic. All right, so we covered if there's a Tetramino in play and it's finished dropping, then we return board status drop finished. If this falls through, we want eboard status 3. Then we need to make sure we remove this now that we're setting up the status picker. All right, and let me check if there's other statuses. Yeah, so We also want to cover it's dropping. If the tetramino is in play and it is dropping, then the status is EBS dropping. Let's do that first. Even though I set this up so that they're like separate if statements and stuff, I still think I kind of want oh wait, no, I was wrong. I think the order of operations here does matter. Because if the drop's finished, we want to return that. Because if it is dropping, it will return that it's dropping and it will never hit finished. So that order is important there. The other status is rotating, scanning, switching. So those can stay off for now. Let's close some of these up. All right, so that might cover all the statuses that we need to get the drop. I'm gonna do one more once over on this, and then I'll build, and we'll see if it's ready to test. All right, apparently I had drop as a protected function, and that is no good. Needs to be public. Go here. All right, now let's build again. Terminal base cannot access, protected, member declared. Oh, did I stick all this stuff? Yeah, your getters should probably be public. Okay, we built. So I'm going to launch the editor now, and I'll test it out. We'll see if it works. All right, that did not work. So I'm moving it around, and I'm still not getting anything. Let's just make sure that this compiled. Yeah, no dropping. So I'm missing something. I'm going to debug that. I'll be right back. All right, I found it. So it would help if I actually uncommented these. Now that they exist, let's kick it off again. Okay, let's see. All right, we're moving, letting go of input. All right, it said we're dropping, but it did not actually drop. All right, more debugging time. Okay, that one took me a minute. So, what happened was for all of my move functions here, I forgot to uncomment this part. I want it to move if it's dropping, whether I am within the buffer or not. So that was the issue. Just uncomment those if you're following along, and now we drop. Okay, so when we get back, we'll null out the tetramino, and then we'll set it up so you can pop another one back into place, and then we'll probably do the rotation as well. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one.